You may shoot me with your words. You may cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hatefulness. But still, like life, I'll rise.
I refuse to accept the view that mankind is so tragically bound to the starless.
I'm glad to be back. I'm not gonna lie to you, I forced myself this week to get out and do the show because I always feel better when I do it, but it's such a journey to get here. So I just want to say thank you for y'all for rocking with me. Thank you for being in the room. Drop your comments in the stream for what you want to talk about, what you want to hear on the show tonight. And we also have some things that we want to, of course, talk to you about. So first of all, welcome back to Black News Week. We've been off, but the hiatus is over, and it feels good to be back in the studio with all of you. Today is July the 29th, which means it's National Chicken Wing Day. Did y'all know that? No. It is National Chicken Wing Day, so the age-old question that you have to answer today, the time limit is today is drums or flats? Flats. Drums. We have one flats person in the, that's crazy to me. I can't believe it's only one flats person because it's flats all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Oh my. So tell us what you prefer in the chat. Is it drums or flats? Or do you, some people like, I want the whole chicken wing, which I don't believe in because that's too big, okay? How you gonna cook all that the right way? Now, would you say fried chicken wings? Okay, a good fried chicken wing can work. But honey, I had a smoked wing from an establishment, which I shall not name, and I didn't like it. It was like a little pink. Why is the meat pink? They were like, that's because it's smoked. I was like, I don't believe that because I've seen smoked meat before and I didn't like that. So it is going to be flat for me and they got to be cooked through, frying hard. Thank you very much.
I would unplug it back in again, I guess.
Fry hard for sure. But before we get into the heavy news, I need everybody to comment right now. Tell me where is the best place in the city to get wings? Where's the best place in the city to get wings? And if not in the city, in the region. So I have heard a lot of talk about Kieltas, which is right up, is it Kieltas? No, Zembies. Oh, child, I'm taking it back to Kieltas. That's like 5 years ago when Gastropub. Anyhow, Zembies. People say Zembies is the best wings.
Wait, why is
They're pretty good. I would like to submit a challenger for the record, Underdogs. Underdog wings. Okay, and an honorable mention for Apple Bar. Apple Bar. Okay, so honey Cajun from Apple Bar, correct. So those are my top contenders. I don't like to go into Zembies to eat because it's smoky, but if I get them to go, the wings are great. But my nose and the smoke and the taste of the wings don't all match up, so I don't.
We switch that camera around.
But definitely Underdog wings and honorable mention for Apple Bar. Actually, same thing with Apple Bar. To go because they be smoking in there. But if you are taking your wings to eat in or to eat out good, eat in. My nose can't differentiate all the smells. It's too many smells. And if you're following along the Black News page, my house has decided that I am the enemy. Why? The whole house is falling apart. It's leaking from the air conditioning. Then when the storm hit on July 4th, but everything, I think the storm really unearthed a lot of things. So now we're like dealing with that. But what I like about dealing with that is, what happened? Oh, there's Johnny. Oh, wait, hold on. No, not that way. No, okay. Let me just fix this real quick. Period. You just paying attention. Exactly. So anyhow, so that is the opening, a little bit of opening monologue for us. Thank you for bearing with us with that technical difficulty. And if you're following along the back of this page, the house is falling apart. So send donations. But I will tell you something. Home insurance has been wonderful. If you don't have home site home insurance, definitely get them. I know, millennials and folks are not owning homes, but if you need to own a home and you need health insurance or home insurance, home site insurance, they're very, very good. So let's get to it. Let's sweep these streets and let's see what's going on around the town and around the country. Let's see what's going on. Well, it has been quite the last couple of weeks for the news, so let's So first it was said that the letter was. Let's go to commercial real quick, real fast. We'll be right back. Go ahead, please.
So I just had the most.
All right, let's fix all this.
Goodness.
And then this, because the
Here we
sound
go.
is not picking up back there. And then this keeps going through. And then these cords is all in the way.
Oh my God.
This here.
Everything's there.
Call 911.
I'm just gonna apply some pressure, okay?
When minutes matter, you have the power to save a life. Learn more at minutesmatter.upmc.com.
Tonight in Harrisburg, the young professionals of color are honoring Black History Month by looking ahead.
Fox 43's Melina Brown has more on the event focused on Black History Month and Harrisburg's future Juneteenth festivities.
In a room filled with community leaders, families, and young people, the future.
I am Little Miss Black Pennsylvania Jr.
and the foundation of Harrisburg stood side by side.
I am the Juneteenth concert chair, as well as YPOC board, and founder and CEO of Power Choice Productions.
The young professionals of color hosted the event to honor Black History Month, with a special focus on the city's upcoming Juneteenth celebrations. Organizers say it's about more than just planning a festival, it's about celebrating the culture.
Music, art, storytelling, fashion, community, entrepreneurship.
Part of Thursday night's event was the focus on connection. People listened to stories, music, and art, while community leaders.
Hello, we're back. Thank you for dealing with those technical difficulties, but we're back. So now, back to story one. Let us sweep the streets, and first in local news, we have a truly wild situation at City Hall. Ex-Harrisburg spokeswoman Michelle Moyer reportedly wrote a highly critical letter about the mayor and administration. And she then forwarded it to City Council and claimed it was from an anonymous member of the public. So, but the first part of the story was she was like all of a sudden put on leave and nobody could figure out why. Like, why is she on leave? What happened? And then I was like, well, did she write this anonymous letter? Because you wouldn't just get sent home for forwarding a letter to City Council, right? So, but also, now that she has been allegedly let go for the letter, that makes me question some things. If you are giving a good faith report to an entity, isn't that covered by whistleblower laws? So I wonder, I'm just waiting to see what happens next, because if you are whistleblowing, you're reporting on something that happens inside that you don't want to get a show for, and you do it anonymously, and they find out, and they fire you. Is that actionable? We'll wait and see. We'll see what happens. Next story up is the second one is, this was weird. This happened also in the last month. For the second local story here, federal officers are reporting that an ICE agent opened fire on an Allison Hill Street in Harrisburg on a random Wednesday. The spokesperson stated that the agent fired after a wanted man crashed his car into an agency vehicle during an attempted arrest. Now, what's really interesting about this is, how many of y'all saw that video? If you haven't seen the video, one thing I'm going to implore you to do during these very weird times is believe your own eyes. Because I didn't see nobody crash into no vehicle at all in that video at all. And if that's the video they're going with, to say that the ICE agent's car was crashed into and then he left and this person fled the scene, and that's why they had to shoot. There's also laws about shooting from somebody who's fleeing, right? The person's not coming towards you, they're not trying to harm you, they're trying to get away from you. Why did you shoot in the middle of broad daylight, in the middle of one of our neighborhood streets? And those are the kind of questions I want to answer. And there's all kinds of stuff online that people are going around saying, well, just comply. These people are running around like masked madmen with no identification. These folks in the video didn't have anything signifying who they were in unmarked cars. Stop for who? Who are you? And why are you shooting in our streets? Do we want what happened in Maine and Minnesota and so many cities around the country to happen here in Harrisburg? Right, we don't want that. But how do we stop it from happening in the face of this completely wild times of immigration enforcement that we're living through? I don't know. Third story, and this just gets a little sadder before it gets better. We are still following the Nolan Xavier Wells story. We know what we think we know what happened. It's very hard to follow the story on this because there's a video that just came out that said the kids on the boat were asking if Nolan was dead, and one of the kids remarked, "Did you kill Nolan?" Now, if you didn't hear the story about Nolan, out on a boat with his friends for the holiday weekend, does not return. And the cover-up ensued. His car keys had to be asked for to be returned to his parents. His phone was wiped. The boys have been making the rounds on all of these shows and talking on the news that were with Nolan prior to his death or during, the new recording suggests. And just in case you're wondering, that recording was authenticated. That is an authentic recording of what happened in those moments where somebody on that boat, friend on that boat, I wouldn't call those people friends, saying, did you kill Nolan? Is he dead? Is he dead for real? So many questions still abound, and we're still praying and keep an eye on everything that's happening, and really praying for the parents and everyone involved in that situation, because it's a very terrible situation. And then last but not least, I don't know if you guys heard about this one. This was rather recent, in the last week. Howard University cancels 500 incoming freshmen off the ropes. What in the world? So I'm up, as I am at 2 o'clock in the morning, reading the news because, who can sleep these days? And I'm seeing these kids on Instagram start trickling in the fact that they are no longer about to be matriculated into Howard University. And the stories were varying. Some people said we paid our tuition. Some people said they didn't pay the tuition, but they had an agreement. But for whatever reason, 503 students were canceled off the rolls, gone. And when you dig into the story, the person that I follow for all the up-to-date information on scholarships and things to do with the federal government and education loans is Scholarship Mama on Instagram. She's amazing. And she has the inside track because people trust her with information. And so folks started telling her, no, they're lying, they're saying that that we didn't pay our bills, but we did. So every time she uncovered a new story, more information started coming forward. And what it actually ended up being is that they were over-enrolled. And they had to cut the incoming freshman class by almost 18%. And they didn't have a way to do it. And so they kept saying, well, we told them they had to pay, we told them to do this, we told them they had to do that. But when you dug into the situation, they just needed to cancel about 500 people, and that's what they did. Now, other schools do this. They plan for attrition, they plan for people not enrolling, they plan for those things. Howard clearly did not plan for these things. and just canceled students based on a set of criteria that they hadn't clearly communicated to the students according to what the students said. But the real truth from Scholarship Mama, talking to folks that have the inside track at Howard, states that they really just need to get rid of 500 students because they didn't have anywhere to put them. Imagine messing with somebody's education like that, though. That's very scary. I don't like that. And so these are the stories right now that I think are just some that I've been catching up on. There's a ton more. I mean, there's so many things happening in Harrisburg. There's so many things happening around the world. But we're going to move into media and melanin and talk about the new Black Panther. The new Black Panther was revealed by Ryan Coogler is, drumroll please, David Johnson. And the internet collectively went, who? Also, he's actually an excellent actor already, but a lot of people don't know him yet. And he'll be stepping into the role as Prince T'Challa, also known as Toussaint, the son of the late Chadwick Boseman's character. So he's playing the new Black Panther. This is so great. Like, I'm so excited because now we're going to get to see young Toussaint as the new Black Panther, which is amazing. Coogler made the official announcement at the 2026 San Diego Comic-Con, confirming that the upcoming film, Black Panther 3, will follow the character as he comes of age and takes up his father's mantle. The movie is currently slated for release on December 15, 2028. I'm sorry, it's not coming anytime soon. I'm so sorry. I was so mad when I read 2020. I was like, 2028? I'm gonna be much older by then. But it's only 2 years away, so I think we can wait, and I think we have enough time that we can wait on that to get to where we gotta go. So that's the end of Sweeping the Streets because we're moving fast here, and I would like for you to sit right there. We'll be right back with our upcoming events. So thanks for tuning in. Sorry about those technical difficulties, and we'll be right back.
My name is Dewan Dixon. I'm known as Juan99, they call me, and I am the founder and CEO of 99 Characters Entertainment. As you know, with the internet TV, Roku has expanded up to 50 million subscribers at the moment, and that's where we give our channel for Try 99 TV for our viewers and for our platform and talents. We host mashups to roasts to puppet shows, community events. We pretty much do everything from touring to local events. We really have a vast majority of different shows. Our content creation group is our collaborative network where we come together as a barter system and we use different companies partnering together and we use that avenue to give each other more for our dreams and our goals.
I built my coffee shop from the ground up. Every penny counts. So these tariffs are creating chaos. Coffee beans are imported. I can't afford to pay the tariffs out of pocket. These tariffs have the potential to destroy my business. But Congressman Scott Perry supported the tariffs. They're another tax driving up costs on small businesses like mine to give tax cuts to big corporations and billionaires. Scott Perry should be looking out for small businesses instead of big corporations. I wish Scott Perry was looking out for us.
I served in the Air Force for 23 years. I was proud to stand for my country. But I'm not going to stand for what Congressman Scott Perry is doing in Washington. He's forgotten about us. Perry voted to cut health care that veterans rely on. That's just not right. We deserve our health care, and Congressman Perry is trying to take it away to give more tax cuts to billionaires. That's just cruel. I'm an independent. I care about issues that impact veterans. I wish Congressman Perry would stand with us.
Back to the Black News Beats.
Yeah!
And we are just going to talk really fast about upcoming events because I got people that got to get on up here to talk to us. So people always say there's nothing to do in Harrisburg, but we always bring the receipts. Harrisburg has some incredible upcoming networking events. And if you're a young professional looking to connect, as I say every single show, you absolutely need to add these days to your calendar, okay? So first of all, I always encourage everyone to join YPOC. Join YPOC. Young Professionals of Color Greater Harrisburg. We're here to create community for the Black and Brown Professional Collective and to empower those professionals to thrive in the community. And one of the great things about that is we have events, you have happy hours every month, you have hikes, these people like to hike, honey. I'll tell you one thing about this group. They like to be outside. And not just at the club. You understand, people? Listen, we were talking about this the other day. Clubbing culture has changed so much. People don't dance no more. They don't even go to the club no more. If they go to the club, they're like, oh, excuse me, I just want to stand here by the bar. I'm just drinking water. But usually I'm drinking a drink, but today I had to drink water. So I think getting out and being out in nature is a great way. I've been on several hikes myself. Don't particularly love them, but I'm never sorry that I went. So, okay. They have a good time though. So definitely look out for those events, ypoc.org, and also on our Facebook page, and you'll also see the information on Instagram as well. So coming up tomorrow, YPOC Happy Hour is at Culture & Co. I'm so excited that we're doing
Yeah!
Such a great venue. Shout out to Arona for arranging, and shout out to Elise for hosting us. So exciting. We have Topics Tuesday every single Tuesday. And out in our community, I want to shout out an event from Miss Mikasia Brown, the Black Business and Educators Mixer. Ooh! On 8/1 from 6 to 8 p.m. And it's in Lancaster at 211 North Ann Street. And they are taking RSVPs at aacal.org/events, aacal.org/events. And we also have August 16th, Community Black Think Tank meeting at Macedonian Church. And they're inviting all members to be there. And if you don't know anything about Mr. Mikasia, he has been running the Black Community Think Tank for a long, long time. So please go ahead and support him with the certain things he's doing. I'm really happy that he's in our community doing this. And we have a ton of back to school events coming up. There's a back to school event in Carlisle on August the 15th at Hope Station at 11 a.m. There's another back to school event on August the 22nd, right squeaking in right before school starts at the Broad Street Market in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania at 11 a.m. If you need school supplies, these are the places to go and get those school supplies. There are folks in our community who come together to donate to those projects. So please, go ahead and get those school supplies, come out and be in the community. Harrisburg, Carlisle, York has them all. Honey, one thing we specialize in over here is back to school events. So you're gonna get a backpack, other things, so definitely check those out. And I just want to talk up one of my favorite organizations that I am totally biased to because obviously I work for them. But Affordable PA, y'all, we have been doing some amazing events, and we're gonna have the ladies coming right up to talk about them. But the boat ride last night was amazing. I know some of y'all coming because the thunder and the lightning decided at 5 o'clock to scare everybody. Because that's when I got 25. Girl, what you doing outside with that? Don't you see the flood watch? Don't you see these things happening? Why isn't this canceled? Even the DJ was like, who is coming out in the rain? I was like, they gonna be there, I promise. And 5 o'clock, 5:15, 5:30, the clouds started to at least the rain has stopped. 5:45, the sun starts to come out. And there were 75 of us on that boat yesterday, and we had an amazing time. Shout out to all our speakers. Shout out to Jazzy of Jazzy's Goodies, who people were like, oh my God, this is the best taco bar we've ever had. Yeah, she seasoned the meat real good, y'all. You understand what I'm saying? It was very, very good. So thank you guys for that. And in that vein, we have some things coming up. We have our Navigating the Rough Seas of Affordability Community Theater Project, which you're going to hear from two of our folks involved right now. And then we also have the Empty Chair Town Hall at MIK on August the 20th. And what are some events that are coming up for y'all in the community? Let us know, put it in the chat, and also email us, at info@ypoc-hbg.org. That's info@ypoc-hbg.org to tell us about the events that you have coming up. We would love to highlight them. All right, we will be right back with our very special guest for this evening to talk about our very interesting event that we have coming up, Navigating the Rough Seas of Affordability Community Theater Project. We'll be right back.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Mi nombre es Néstor Romero. Nuestro objetivo es el servicio a la comunidad que desea tener su casa propia. Contar con un hogar es muy importante para nosotros, por ello estoy preparándome cada día más para servirles con todo profesionalismo y responsabilidad para que ustedes, mis clientes, se sientan satisfechos con mi trabajo. Junto con mi equipo estamos listos para prestarles todos nuestros servicios. Nuestro equipo puede orientarles y llenar sus expectativas de todas las personas interesadas en comprar y vender una casa. Cuentan con mis conexiones, inspectores, prestamistas, constructores y carpinteros quienes están dispuestos a hacer realidad sus sueños. Sí se puede.
Call 911. I'm just gonna apply some pressure, okay?
When minutes matter, you have the power to save a life. Learn more at minutesmatter.upmc.org.
My name is Dewan Dixon. I'm known as Juan99, they call me, and I am the founder and CEO of 99 Characters Entertainment. As you know, with the internet TV, Roku has expanded up to 50 million subscribers at the moment, and that's where we give our channel for Try 99 TV for our viewers and for our platform and talents. We host mashups to roasts to puppet shows, community events. We pretty much do everything from touring to local events. We really have a vast majority of different shows. Our content creation group is our collaborative network where we come together as a barter system, and we use different companies partnering together, and we use that avenue to give each other more for our dreams and our goals.
Welcome back to Black News Week. As I always say, thank you so much for joining us. We have two very special guests tonight. To my left is Ms. Arona East, and to my right is Mrs. Maria James Chow. Mrs. both Mrs. Maria James Chow and Arona East. Clap it up for her. And we're here to talk about something very interesting. So, a little background. A couple of weeks ago, I contacted these ladies, and I was like, hey, guys. I want to do a community theater project, and I want to do this thing where we make waves and we fashion it after this Alvin Ailey dancer thing, and they were like, yeah. Now I told Arona, and Arona immediately was like, oh, I can see that, and I told Maria, and Maria was like, interesting, and I was like, okay, we might have something, but I told it to some non-creators, and they were like, So I'm just glad you guys helped catch the vision. So. I'll ask you first, Arona. Arona's one of our co-directors. Shout out to her for that. And Maria is one of our lead narrators. So thank you so much for being a part of this. And the first question to you, Arona. Tell us a little bit about the project and how you're feeling about it.
So it's the Navigating the Rough Seas project, and I'm feeling really great about it so far. When you said the idea to me, I did envision what you were saying, and I thought, oh, that'll be a great piece if we can make it come to life. And after we've had our first rehearsal, I can really fully see it, and I love hearing all the stories of all the storytellers that you've collected. One of them is mine, so a little biased.
And what are those stories about? Why are we doing this in a storyteller format?
Yeah, so it's stories of affordability.
Yeah.
And the affordability crisis that's going on right now in the world. We're focusing on our little area, but we know that it's everywhere right now. And so I just think, it's really important for us to do our part to speak up for this kind of situation.
Absolutely right. And Maria, tell me about your role and how you're feeling about this project.
Well, I'm a narrator, and as soon as you told me, I knew it was right up my alley because it deals with the stories of real people and sharing them in a creative way. And so that definitely, of course, that's what we did. So
it's so you. It's so you.
Yeah, and I feel great about it because these are important stories that need to be told, the stories we don't hear every day, and really make things clear for people what this crisis is, and make it clear also that you're not alone.
That's the part.
You're not the only one struggling.
That's the one. And I think Arona said it yesterday when we were on the boat, right? So again, full disclosure, Affordable Pennsylvania is who I work for. I'm the regional organizer for Pennsylvania's 10th Congressional District, and we tell stories about affordability. We're here to hold Scott Perry accountable for the votes that he takes against the people of the 10th District. And I say against because he literally has voted against us. He was the only Pennsylvania congressman to vote against the newly just passed Road to Affordable Housing law that's now law. He voted for the $4.5 trillion tax breaks for billionaires, and he also voted for to take away, I should say, our subsidies for healthcare. And these are all stories that affect people sitting here on the stage and so many people out there who are watching. So I really think that setting it up like that, we've collected all these stories from people across the district and to tell them. So tell us more about Arona. When is it going to be? How can people participate? And what do we still need?
Okay, so it's going to be August 4th, so that's a Tuesday evening. It is, we do ask that you arrive at 6 o'clock, but it's starting at 7 sharp, so you gotta be there to get your seat.
That's
it's
right.
at Italian Lake, and which is just beautiful now. If you haven't been there recently, you should really come out and check out the space. Very great space.
Absolutely. They've upgraded the benches.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, the benches, because those were definitely different now. Plenty of seating there. And I lost my train of thought.
But it was August 4th, 6 p.m.
starting at 7 o'clock. And we will have a chant for everyone to do, which I'm so excited to hear that because we heard it a little last night, and I was like, oh, that's gonna be great. It made my director brain go, oh yeah. But you can expect to see a visual with spoken word sounding stories, and I think that it would be very impactful. And I think that sharing it that way will allow for some folks who maybe aren't able to verbalize what's going on with them. It'll move them and maybe move others to share their stories more. And that's kind of what I'm hoping for, is that by them hearing real stories from real people, that they'll also want to share their story and also want to stand up and say, hey, this isn't right, what's happening to us right now.
That's right. And I think, and Maria, you can definitely answer this question. So doing it in this format, you have written a million things, but you've written a choreo poem, kind of like this, and I definitely borrowed from you, obviously, to do this. Why is this format? Of course. I said my two sources are Avenelli dancers and Maria James Chapman. I was like, oh, I have an idea. Let's see. So, why is this format? And mine is super corny compared to Maria's. Maria's is so impactful. And there's tears and all these beautiful things. Mine is just like, you gotta tell the story. Community activism in theater. But why is this format something that people can learn from?
Well, when you put things in a poetic but also musical way, it really sinks deep down. Whereas just explaining things to people doesn't always get through.
Absolutely.
And it really, when we were out there rehearsing, it really made me think of stories told by Sonia Sanchez about like how they would just go out in the street and say, hey brother, we're doing a play, come on, you want to be in it? It's like street theater. It was really, and that really has an impact on the community because we're in the community, creating this from the community's voices. So
that's right.
It really, I believe it really will hit home.
I'm hoping so. And we are just asking y'all to invite your friends, family. If you live around Italian Lake, definitely come out. We'll have some snacks and some drinks for folks. Non-alcoholic because we're in the park. Yeah. And I'll be working, so I can't drink that night. But I do encourage you to come out and have a good time, meet some folks. We'll also be doing our Message in the Bottle activity that we did on the Pride at Susquehanna last night.
That was nice.
And we're going to be delivering those messages to Scott Perry on August the 22nd. So just come out. Really, and you guys can tell me what you think about Scott Perry too, but I think we've all been in his district the entire time he's been a rep, and he has consistently not shown up for us, and we just have and throw our hands up and be like, there's nothing that can be done. The more word that we get out, the more people know what he's done, the quicker I think change can happen. So, and that is an accountability measure for him specifically for how he has left us kind of hang dry. So, what do y'all think about Scott Perry?
Well, I try not to think about him a lot. But, you know, I think we have to hold our elected officials accountable when they're continuously going against what we're saying we want. Like, I mean, really, when you look at the housing bill that you're talking about, that's a bipartisan bill.
That's right.
So, and mostly everyone understands what it was about, and so it just really speaks to you're not listening to your constituents at all. So, and you work for us. Like, that's the thing that I feel like is not being seen now, is that you work for us.
That's right.
You're supposed to.
That's right. That's right. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm disgusted.
That's a good word. Disgusted. Disgusted.
Yeah,
Definitely.
he's totally not there for the people. He's there for the mango and cheese. And he is not concerned about us. Who's pro January 6th. So
invalidated the votes of all Pennsylvania. Vote to invalidate all of our votes, even the people who voted for him. Crazy. Very wild. So I thank you, ladies. I just want to come and talk about. Thank you all for your work. Thank you guys for embarking on this journey with me, especially Arona. She actually shot a commercial today. Telling her story. And Arona has become quite the speaker. I just want you to know you're very popular. Anytime at work, they're like, we need somebody to tell a story about this. What's Arona doing? Every time. So thank you for telling your story. Thank you for being involved with this. And we hope to see you guys next Tuesday. And we will be right back after this short little break. See y'all
Tonight in Harrisburg, the young professionals of color are honoring Black History Month by looking ahead.
Fox 43's Melina Brown has more on the event focused on Black History Month and Harrisburg's future Juneteenth festivities.
In a room filled with community leaders, families, and young people, the future.
I am Little Miss Black Pennsylvania Junior.
And the foundation of Harrisburg stood side by side.
I am the Juneteenth concert chair, as well as YPOC board, and founder and CEO of Power Choice Productions.
The young professionals of color hosted the event to honor Black History Month, with a special focus on the city's upcoming Juneteenth celebrations. Organizers say it's about more than just planning a festival, it's about celebrating the culture.
Music, art, storytelling, fashion, community, entrepreneurship.
Part of Thursday night's event was the focus on connection. People listened to stories, music, and art, while community leaders encouraged the next generation to take ownership of their future.
Black history is important to me because it's about my origins, and I feel like everybody should go out and learn more about Juneteenth. And I feel like that it's important that everybody learns about what happened back then.
The event highlighted the week-long festivities happening in Harrisburg for Juneteenth, including a parade and a concert open to all.
It's a very diversified experience. In a sense, there's not just one genre of individuals. You have older, you have younger. It's family-oriented, it's educational, it's fun.
Organizers say events like these help bridge the gap between generations and continue to be a space where history isn't just remembered, but lived, shared, and passed down.
It's a great way for us to be able to just celebrate the uniqueness that we share, and where we can have pride in the things that we do, and to give hope and to just stimulate our people with joy.
Oh, you can't hear me, huh? How about now? Oh, this your moment, ayy. Not right now. If you a hating nigga, please pipe down. Cause I don't know if it's we the beat, but this bitch too loud. I was down bad, I ain't had no cash. Now these hoes mad cause the camera lights flash. I was down bad, I ain't had no cash. Now these hoes mad cause the camera lights flash. Bitch, I'm a boss. I only focus on comments and stress when I'm taking a loss. Round of applause. I see these hoes.
Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Black News Beat. I am obviously your host, Dr. Kamiki Campbell, and we're getting right to it because we're here. She doesn't want me to do this, but she's kind of, in the frame. You don't want to disrupt that frame. I'm here with Ivory Waters-Maddox. Is
That's
that right?
me.
And in addition to being an all-around community person, you have your own initiative that you're doing. Will you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, it is Comfort Zone. Community healing and support is what it's all about. Every single month, we have some type of event surrounded by those 3 themes, so come out.
That's amazing. And in addition to being a community healer, she is also an artiste. Her instrument of choice is voice. So we're going to hear a little bit from her tonight. Please welcome Ivory Waters-Maddox.
Say it ain't so, stay in your soul, and that's my simple advice. Told you already, don't make me say it twice. I don't like how you talk bad about my friends. How about when you speak, you never say. Tell you the truth, but when you throw your things, at the end of the day. But I want you all the time, even if we have to fight. It never matters who's right, because we're trying to build. But I sometimes fight with myself, not right to myself. Never tell a lie to myself, because it's only me. But you already know. You already know, don't you though? You're like my mirror, so there's no point trying to lie. I do not cry, babe, for no reason. It's just I'm releasing this pen up inside my life, my love, my life. Do you understand? I don't like how you think you are always right. Can we disagree? Can we not fight? Tell you the truth, but see you've thrown it in my face at the end of the day. But I want you all the time, even if we have to fight. It never matters who's right, because we're trying to build deep in my heart. I'm sure of myself, I'm sure of myself. Deep I guess. Since you asked so nicely, of course. Know You're Loved. Oh, sorry. The next song is by Cleo Soul. It's called Know You Are Loved. Please sing it along if you know. It's such a good song. Know that you are loved. Even if you don't love yourself. That you are loved, even if you don't love yourself. Know that you are loved, even if you don't love yourself. Know that you are loved, even if you don't love yourself. Know that you are loved, even if you don't love yourself. Know that you are loved, even if you don't love yourself. Know that you are loved, even if you don't love yourself. Ashe. Amen. Thank you.